hope that you're having a great morning to get started here, or whenever you get to watch this. I'm excited to have you on. This is a mixed media board, 12 by 12, and I use this a lot when they're frameable. They're great. I use this a lot with my 12 by 12 stencils when I want to do something quick and easy, and it's like matte board. It's the crescent, really nice 12 by 12. All right, today I'm going to be using multi-surface colors, and every once in a while you'll see a color that says acrylic matte, and this is a burnt sienna and that because we have close colors but not the same colors. We're going to use our one stroke brushes. We are using, this is like keeping this damp. You dampen this. This is a double loader if you don't know what that is. And I created this to pop on this because I was using this paint, poured it out, and I had to take off. And so I am coming back to it now and I'm going to use it. So there we go. Oops, oops, oops. I have paint dripping everywhere. Okay, there we go. And so I'm excited to do some of this, this little vase I've drawn on here. So I have vase stencils that you can, bottles and jars, stencil online. And you could just do that because it was hard to get two sides good. But I went ahead and did that in advance. I'm going to kind of put some blue, like a blue glass, and I'm going to use floating medium. And I've dampened this brush first, laid it on a paper towel and took off the moisture, okay? And then I'm going to come in here and get some of this cobalt. Now, I can use this or a mop brush to do this, but I'm just going to come on down here and work this blue in. Okay, I can use a teeny bit of white. Put this somewhere so y'all can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to do the shape of the vase first. So I get medium, some blue. I'm going to keep going along here with that medium and the blue till I get a nice smooth edge. Okay. And then I'm going to go on the other side. Let's make a little bit of a curve. On my stencil, it has all this inside of the vase design there. So it just makes it easier for you. There's probably, I think there's about 6 bottles and jars on there. Vases. Okay. I just did this real quick. Most of my stencils are used for a template more than you're not just stenciling with it and letting it go and that's it usually, but sometimes people do. All right, so I'm excited to be on another Relax and Paint with you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't, and ring the bell so that you get notifications every time I'm on. Okay, it just kind of gives you a ring. See, this is what the stencil does that makes it exactly perfect on both sides. So right over here, I'm going to put a leaf or something so it matches up, which you can also do that. I want you to see that at the top here, I can come over here with a little bit of white and do a rim here. Okay, just a little bit. Now, what happens in here, I'm going to go ahead and put some of my stems in there because I do this, put my stems, let them dry, then I put the blue back over the stems. All right, so it gives you a great look. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to split my 3/4 to pick up. I'm going to come here and work it in, and then get some medium. Okay, now I can pick up a little bit of burnt sienna and a little bit more of sap. Okay, I want to at least 2/3 full. All right, and so I'm coming right in here. And we're going to come from the bottom up on some of these. All right, so all right, so we're going to let that dry and then come back. I want to cross some of that with the brighter, the citrus green. Can you see that? So, because it looked kind of all the same color. All right, so we'll let that dry. Now, what I want to do next is I'm going to take medium and work this in to where I've been working there. And I'm going to have a couple of leaves coming down here. And we're going to have a bunch of sunflowers across here. And I have one over here. And then if I get some white, oops, I'm not so you can see me. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of white and work that in because I wanted a few that were way back here. All right, so let's get a little bit more of the light color back here. See how I wiggle up and wiggle back down? Right. These are just kind of in the background. Like I might even have one in here somewhere. So that's kind of fun, right? And then I'm going to come back here, get the darker again, and we're going to come right in this area. I got to get some more medium on there because it's dry. Do you see that? There we go. So it should feel like butter, guys, when you've got it right. All right, so then we come right here. All right, we'll put a little bit more in a greenery over here. Put a little bit of blue in this leaf. All right. So let's put a little bit more blue in here. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna pop some sunflowers in there, but let's try this a minute because I'm getting kind of into this and I want it to be finished so that I can put my sunflowers over it. So I'm gonna go right in here. So we gotta make sure that this line is dry. Okay, that's a heat pen. I have those on my onestroke.com website. All right, so we're gonna pick up here. Those are super good for glass. So I'm gonna come around here, grab some white and some blue. Okay, so I'm gonna come right in here and we're gonna put some blue across here. All right, a little medium and blue. I think blue with the sunflowers is always beautiful. Okay, so I've got floating medium and blue. All right, now I'm going to grab a little bit of white. Okay, so I'm going to push down and drag this across. All right, so I try to tell you to just do one stroke and don't go back over it, but I hate it. Sometimes I just have to. I think it looks better when we do one. I leave it alone. And we've got a little bit here across there. And then I'll do a little bit at the bottom. Okay, just so it looks like glass, right? See, I can't leave it alone. Just bad. Okay. All right, so let's get these sunflowers in here. Now I'm going to do a side view down here, which I will use a small scruffy. And I'm using burnt umber and burnt sienna. Okay, so I am going to have this one. Wait a minute. Let's get a 12. I'm gonna do, I got a lot of angle brushes. Give me a 12. All right, I'm gonna come right in here, dampen this, lay it on paper towel, and I'm gonna get moon yellow and yellow ochre. All right, so I'm gonna come out here and put some strokes in here, but then I'm gonna bring this right in here. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I want to pick up some yellow ochre and daffodil, and I'm gonna keep coming around. Where I push, stand up, I'm kind of on the chisel. I'm up on the chisel. And when you streak through all that wet paint, it gives you really pretty streaks like you worked hard to get there. You guys see that it was easy, right? So what's going to happen now on the bottom of this, you're going to come over there to your sap greens and all, and you're going to go like a little teeny daisy strokes, really light. I got some yucky there. All right, and so you're going to keep coming up on this. Going to come up, up, up. Okay, so that's the back side of the flower. Oh my goodness. And a couple of little ones coming down. Okay. Gotta pick up that piece. There's something in my paint. Ah, okay. Messed that up. So I like to show you how I fix things. I'm gonna stroke that again, stroke that again. There. And then we just have to put a little bit of sap in here. There you go. All right, so you want to see the inside. Okay. Then I'm gonna come in here for more. So I used to use licorice a lot, but licorice got so black that the sunflowers got black from that, okay? So I'm gonna have one over here. Hmm. So I'm pouncing up, and then I'm gonna pounce on this side. All right, I don't think y'all can see that, but let's come here. All right, so we're coming around. All right, and we can put a teeny bit of yellow ochre. All right, so we're gonna take, I got all these ankle brushes. You do not know why. Let's use, I've got this 16 now. Let me show you. I can grab some white with the daffodil, and I'm gonna kind of be on the chisel. All right, Grab a little bit of white. Okay, so see how I'm picking up the different colors? So I'm alternating what colors I pick up, and then I added some white here and there. So what's going to happen is I'm going to bring some yellow down here and yellow this way some. All right, I'm adding white in there also. Okay, so I'm going to take this and roll some back. That kind of pretty? Put some over this way. All right, we have a couple like that. And then we want to put a few that kind of come up some. Okay, so that just kind of, on these, they just kind of look like they're in the back and they're flipping up. Okay. Now let's come in here. And we're going to do two. I'm going to do one right here. And then I'm going to come right in front of it. Tap, 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 tap. This is a 3/4 inch scruffy where I have the dark brown in the middle, the burnt sienna, and then burnt sienna and burnt umber over here. So I tap, 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 and come around and meet. All right. So on this one, I'm going to pick up Moon Yellow and Pueblo and come all the way around here. And we can pick up some yellows. Okay. Now I'm going to do the other side. But what happens on this side, we're going to keep coming around. And we can put some yellow in there. A little bit of white. Okay. Now I'm going to put a little bit crossing over. And then with white, I'm going to do some of these back here. Okay, but I need to make a little bit of difference in the coloration there. Okay. Okay, but what I do want to do is I'm taking the smaller scruffy brush and I'm going to come back here and pounce that along here. Okay, and then we take a little bit of yellow ochre. Okay, so we get a little bit of that. And I wanted another big one over here, but I'm not sure it's gonna offset it in the right place. All right, let's have some, make this a bud. Maybe that can be a bud over there too. And I'm quicker, so I can do two at a time, but only do one at a time because you need this to stay wet. because then what you're gonna do is you're going to pick up these yellows. And I don't know which one I did first. I'll start here. And up on the edge. Right? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of yellow in there. Now what I want to do I'm going to put a little bit of stems in there. Okay. All right. So okay, get a little bit of medium when I'm doing these. So it moves smoother. Okay. Right, now you can see that the white started fading away. I'll put some more white here. I hope you guys like that. I was just having fun with my sunflowers. Haven't done them for a while. Um, and I'm going to come in here with some greens. Now, if you want something inky, you cannot use floating medium. You got to use water. Okay. So that's still not watery enough. There, yeah, that's what you need. See, that was real pasty over there. All right. All right, and then we sign it. Okay. I hope you guys like that. Just a little bit of fun. And I'll see you next week. So you can do more background or just leave it start bright and let your frame be a bright color that would just set it off. Okay. Thank you. I'll see you next time.